A lawsuit is worth pursuing. Doesn't know if he'll be successful in the end, but a lawsuit is worth pursuing in order to get the money back. Mike Pence, Republican from Indiana, chairman of the House Republican Conference Committee. And, sir, good morning to you and welcome back.
Hi, Bill.
I don't know if you're watching or following every detail inside that hearing room. Barney Frank's going to pursue this lawsuit. Is this a good idea, do you believe?
Well, I think the imperative here is that the American people deserve to get back any dollars that were expended by AIG in the form of executive bonuses. It's just an outrage that this company that has come to the American public for tens of billions of dollars would turn around and hand out millions of dollars in bonuses. But, Bill, you know, this is really an argument.
Can I stop you on that, though? Why the outrage? I mean, members of Congress, yourself excluded, by the way, members of Congress voted for the money to give them in the first place without any rules attached. I mean, what did you expect to do with them?
Bill, you beat me to the punch, as usual. You know, I was on your air helping to lead the charge against this Wall Street bailout from the beginning. And I got to tell you, it's got to be frustrating to millions of Americans to be seeing some like Congressman Barney Frank or Senator Chuck Schumer and others, people that championed this massive Wall Street bailout, now coming and saying that they're shocked that companies that were irresponsible using their own money were irresponsible using the taxpayers' money. This is all an argument for pushing away from the bailout table and saying from this point forward, no more bailouts. We should absolutely get our money back. We shouldn't have executive bonuses going out, but that doesn't solve the problem, Bill, the way that having Congress say we can't borrow and spend and bail our way back to a growing economy. You know, in the president's budget, he's got $250 billion in his budget for more bailouts. I think the American people have had it. They know we've got to walk away from this approach, and House Republicans are going to be unified in our effort to reject this bailout mentality in Washington.
They're already starting to write stories down there in your city of Washington about a bailout backlash and how you need to walk that very carefully going forward. Now, do you feel a sense of vindication because of your no vote back in the fall? Or do you consider that, hey, man, if we let AIG go bankrupt, the mess that we've seen over the past 4 months could be twice as bad?
Well, no. Look, a lot of board members on AIG, I've read, believe that if they'd gone through an orderly bankruptcy or reorganization, they'd be better off than they are today. And remember, Republicans weren't about just letting AIG collapse. We proposed an alternative that would have had Wall Street, not Main Street, pay for the cost of this recovery. But let me say, this isn't about vindication. It's not about looking in the rearview mirror. It's about getting back to believing that the freedom to succeed includes the freedom to fail, and that we've got to look this administration in the eye and look this Democrat majority in the House and Senate in the eye and say with one voice as a nation, no more bailouts. We're done with this approach. And House Republicans are going to be dug in on that in the coming days.
And there's a Pew poll out this week that shows 87% of Americans believe exactly with what you just said. Mike Pence, thank you for hustling to the camera for us today on Capitol Hill. We're watching that hearing from here in New York. Mike Pence, thank you, Republican from Indiana. Mike?
Well, we all